Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Starting with intellectual property, when we say intellectual property, what is most important in intellectual property is property. Okay, so and that's why I am showing this picture. Intellectual property is form of property and it is exactly similar to this property that you see. Only thing here you can touch. Intellectual property is intangible, you cannot touch. So just imagine you have such a nice property, you own it. Okay, so next thing is you have to protect it. For one property, you have so many different types of security available. Okay, so one property, but these are different types of security protections available. Same way, when we say intellectual property, we have different types of protections available. Okay, so I think for last 2 days we are discussing that. So I am not going in the technical details of that, but I will have a quick roundup. And then we go in the more details of one particular area. So these are IP protections that we have. First is patent, design, copyright, trademark, geographical indication and trade secret, which may be applicable to any of Ayush product. Okay. So patent is for technological advancement, that's by definition. Now in your products it may be technology, a device, or it may be a medicinal composition, or it may be a process of manufacturing, something. Then for design, for aesthetic appearance, only external shape. So if you make something of unique shape, a medicine which is packed in very unique type of bottle, that bottle can be protected, the shape of bottle. Or if you make a device, only the shape of device, not the functioning, can be protected with design. Then is copyright, which is more important for if you commercialize product or write something about it. Most of time text, images, slogans, advertisements, these are copyrighted. Okay. Then I will come to this in last slide again. This is very, very important for all of you. And patent is most important from technology. Copyright and trademarks are most dangerous things if you don't use properly. Okay. So trademark is for logos, trade names. Geographical indication is for local speciality. It can be some medicinal material coming from only specific area or specific place. That can be protected by geographical indication. And last is trade secret. Now all above things are protection given by government. Trade secret is protection you have to do yourself. Government doesn't protect it. For all above, you have to give complete disclosure to government what you are inventing, what you are doing, what is your intellectual property, and government will give protection. Trade secret, you keep everything secret. So you have to maintain it. And you have to put processes in place that it is not disclosed. Sorry. So, some quick example, and again we'll have an interactive slide. If you invent a pen, probably some mechanism, refilling, inking, that's a normal patent. Okay, it can be protected by patent. If you develop a goggle, goggle is a very common thing, probably no invention there, only shapes are, as fashion changes, their shape changes. But then that shape is protected by design. Okay. Then copyright is anything that is published, a book, article, journal, a slogan, everything is copyrighted. Text is copyrighted, images are copyrighted. It is that simple. Ideas are patented. Okay. Then is geographical indication. It is like something coming from very specific area and it has specific properties because of that area only. Like say Agra Petha, you will get peculiar taste there only. If you purchase it in Pune, you will not get that taste. And trade secret is some formulation. It is said that Coca-Cola formulation is kept secret for 100 years. No one knows exact thing. So something like that which is very, very valuable can be kept as trade secret. Now again coming to one very popular product in India. Okay, this is Ayurvedic product. What form of IP you see here? Anyone can identify, okay, this looks like a unique shape. So that is a design one. What goes inside, that formulation may be patented. Now, Triphala Churna is a very age-old process, so that may not be patentable. But if you define a new process of making it tablet or making small globules out of that, that can be. In fact, I had an idea that this is really difficult and tastes really bad and takes longer time for effect. So if you can make a liquid of that, that will be very easy. My brother is Ayurvedic doctor. He said, your engineering logic doesn't work here. So Triphala oil is there, but it is used for some different purposes. Now these are the ones, but if someone develops that kind of idea that let's make liquid Triphala Churna, probably that will be patentable. The process or product, both can be patentable. So all kinds of forms of IP go in this. There can be some trade secret also, that how you process it, at what speed you extract, or the location from where you get this material, how you purify that. All these can be trade secrets also. So any product you see, all forms of IP are there. Even if you see this water bottle, there are trademarks, there are patents, there are designs, everything is there. So I will focus more on patents. So basically what can be claimed in a patent, what you can protect. Apparatus patent, or if you define, develop an apparatus, a small machine or a equipment, that can be patented. There can be method of doing something, a procedural part, that can be patented. Composition, if you do a formulation, that composition can be patented. Obviously, it has to be unique. Software can be patented. Okay, though pure software is not patented, software along attached with something, a physical thing, a hardware, can definitely patent it. Okay, software is not patentable is a misnomer. There are thousands of software patent, but that software has to do with some specific thing. Like if there is a software to sense some body parameters and give an alert, that kind of softwares are definitely patentable. And many doctors are doing that. Then design of a product, when you say it is a mechanical or engineering design, computer implemented methods are basically softwares. Entire system, instead of a one particular piece, how entire system works, that system also can be patented. So these are the things that can be patented. But now important thing is, my idea can be patented, but should I patent it? That's the practical thing. I can, but should I go ahead and do it? So I have very simple parameter for that. We call it 5W1H. That is what, why, when, where, who and how. If you are clear on this, then only go ahead and do it. If there is no clarity, you may land up in trouble later on. So what is to be protected? You should have clear idea. Second is why it should be protected. Okay. So many people have interest. I should have at least one patent on my name. Okay. So you get the patent, but it remains on wall. Certificate remains on as a showpiece on wall. There is no further use of that, or there is no commercialization of that. Then that is useless patent. Then when to apply for IP? So if you have a clear purpose, I am going to commercialize, I want to protect it, or I want to have it for some specific purpose. Next is when. When you should apply it? At the earliest. Okay. Because once you work on it, many people get involved in that. that idea gets shared with many people, maybe people who are assisting you or people to whom you are outsourcing some work or who are your research partners. So everywhere that idea gets discussed over a period, or it may get published also in some conference. So before all these things, patent is to be filed. Luckily, we have provision that you first file provisional patent. You can say temporary patent, and within a year you can finalize it. So at least this provisional or temporary patent you can file at the earliest. And it doesn't need too many things to file a provisional. Anything written in understandable normal English is sufficient. Okay, just covering your basic concept. So time is critical. Rule is first to file gets the patent. So if two people are working on similar thing, whoever file first will get the patent, though other person has invented earlier. If that person keeps effort on perfecting the inventions and getting the exact result, by the time year has or 2 years have gone, someone else might come ahead and already file it. So time is critical. After when, it is where. Okay, which countries you have to file. If you are planning to export it outside India, supply it in other countries in future, you have to think today, because after 5 years, if you say now I have to file, you have lost all the opportunities. There is a specific time limit within which you can do that. Max, with everything max, you can do within 32 months. Okay, beyond that, you cannot go. So if you are planning, you have to plan first that, because as I shared yesterday, Ayurvedic patents are filed in many other countries. Apart from India, US is top, second is Japan, third is Korea, and fourth is China. Okay, so these ideas, if they are filing patent, that means there is a market for that. So if you are envisioning that I will have a market, you should plan for that and budget also for that. Then next is who. Now critical point is who is inventor and who is the owner of patent. These two are different things. For academic institute, inventor may be a researcher, but owner of patent may be the institute. And for corporates also something similar. Now another important part is very critical is who is the inventor. Okay, most of time in academics or in researchers, everyone that who has worked on a research, they try to put their names in research paper as a author, co-author, guide, everything. In patent, that is not acceptable. In patent, those who have contributed in idea generation, only their names are there. Else, that patent may get tomorrow cancelled because of false information. So it is our tradition that out of respect, someone may put head of department's name, institute's head's name in the list of inventor. But patent office may object it later on, or if at all any legal suit follows, that patent may get cancelled because you have provided false information. So be careful. It is patent and journal articles are very different in this aspect. And last is how to manage your IP. Most of time it is in institute. It is if students are working on that, professors are working on that, students move on. They pass out of organization. Patent takes long time, 2 years, 3 years, sometimes 4, 5 years to get granted. By that time students have already passed. No one is there to support that. So either you should have a IP cell in organization to handle it, or you have to think of how you are going to manage, how to get their signatures, forms filled, everything. And if there is a commercialization later on, how to handle that. So that managing part becomes critical. So these, if you are going to file any IP, think of these things before, else it may be a legal issue later on. Now in this, how AI can help? Because I am telling you all these things are very critical, very difficult, takes long time and effort. But now artificial intelligence tools are there, just before me, Dhage sir was showing there are patent office websites, there are tools, free tools, paid tools available for searching patents or other forms of IP. Now AI tools have made all these things very, very easy. You just put it in normal, simple English language, what you think, and AI will generate all the reports for you. It has become that simple. So AI can help you, most importantly, to formulate your problem statement. The biggest problem I have observed everywhere is defining a correct problem. Most of inventors do not write their problem very precisely because we are never trained to write on that precise note. So AI can help you there. AI tools are there. In fact, I am developing some tools who are doing all these things. So first is formulate problem. Second is check the novelty of solution. Now, even if you are able to find everything, operate the tools and find everything, patent are very difficult to understand, the language. Because as I showed you, intellectual property, important thing is property. Okay, so patent is a property document. And I believe all of you might have seen a property document, correct? Property purchase document, rent agreements. It is in legal language. Same way, patent is a property document. We call it techno-legal document. It is a technology document written in legal language. Okay, so reading a patent requires a practice, training how to interpret that legal language. So now, and then understand that if your idea is really novel compared to what is written in previous patents. So it is a bit legal expertise required. Now, for that also now, artificial intelligence can summarize your patents in normal English language. So convert English to English, legal English to normal English. Then generate alternate solution. Now, sir was giving very specific example. Okay. And we discuss it that in our academic institute, creativity is very restricted. That is because we always have general practice that if you have one question, there is only one answer to that. And if you write that one answer correctly in exam, you get full marks, else you get 0. So one problem, one solution is a very fixed mindset. In innovation, we have to do, for one problem, in real life, there can be 10 different solutions. Same thing can be achieved by 10 ways, but we have very limited creativity, so we cannot do 10 ways. And we get stuck with whatever first solution comes in mind, we get stuck. But many people get stuck there. But now AI can help you as an assistant, suggesting you, see, this can be done, that can be done. In fact, AI can help you to generate alternate solution. The tool I am working, Excel Scout tool, it gives you, for one problem, it gives you 50 solutions. Now, all 50 may not be good. Okay, but at least 10, 15 will be really nice. 1 or 2 will be really, really out of the box, out of the world and very effective. So, such things are now available with AI. In fact, I asked AI the same question I asked my brother, can we make liquid form of Triphala Churna, which he rejected, outright rejected. So I asked AI and AI gave answer how it can be done. Okay, so it gave differential pressure extraction method can be used to do that. At different pressures, different extracts from herbs can be done, but that is only theoretical. A lot of things can be done practically. But that much now AI is able to think of. This can be alternate solutions. Third, now next is create a patent draft. Patent drafting, as I said, how many of you write your own rent agreement, property purchase agreement? Same way, these patent drafts are to be written in similar way. So you need to have a professional help there. Most of academicians I have seen or institutional people I have seen are, they read a patent and try to mimic that style of writing claim. But since they do not have legal background, legal training on that side, they may not be able to write claims in legal language. And then when it goes to patent office rejects it. And majority yesterday I told there are so many, around 2,500 patents related to Ayurveda filed in India, only 200 granted. Okay, majority patents which are rejected are because a very qualified doctor tried to write it in the form of a journal paper and not in form of a legal document. So it got rejected. So here either you take a professional help, or AI is now trained to mimic a lawyer and they can write in a standard patent format. And last is evidence of use. Now this is important, that you have inventions, many of you have already filed patents, you have some unique formulations, everything you have done. Yesterday someone was asking, but if someone copies, how we can detect? Now if someone copies and they publish on this, that this is our some ingredients or this is what effect we are getting, which is similar to your patent, now AI can find that also. It is called as claim charting, that it analyzes the claim and the product of available in market or their website or brochure or whatever, and understand and say that, see, this is written in legal language, that means this exact thing in normal English language, and your patented technology is possibly copied by this product. So even that is now possible. So all these things are, which used to be very time consuming and expertise needing thing, are now possible with AI. So the job of inventor becomes easy, that you don't waste time in doing lot of searching, you don't waste time in analyzing the documents, you don't waste time in doing repetitive work. You get the result, your job becomes interpretation of that and what next action I can take. That's where AI is helping now. Now last part is on IP commercialization, where AI can again help, is mainly licensing. So basically when we say commercialization, it can be licensing of your IP, your ideas, selling, making a joint venture or partnership, manufacturing and production, and cross licensing. That I take your license, you take mine, that kind of also thing can work. Now one difference you might have seen, that earlier slides there was much less text, very clear content. This slide has much more text, because previous slides I had prepared, this slide AI has prepared. So I could not think so much, AI is able to think so much more than what I could think. So this is just a live demonstration how much more information you can get, and it is more than Google, it is very logical thing, and basically you can do commercialization and AI can help you to identify who can be potential, means first, is your IP worth of commercializing? Second, if it is worth, who can be your potential clients? And third, is someone already copying your idea? So all these things you can very quickly get, within clicks you can get now all this information. Second is, when you say commercializing, means how much money you should get, how much is the value of your patent. Okay, is it you have to file patent, then it will cost around minimum 15 to 20,000 rupees. Is it the worth? If someone is going to buy your technology, is it 15,000 rupees he is going to pay for your patent? No, it is the content of patent, not the cost of process. So what decides is market potential, that tomorrow how much business this idea can make or this product can make. If this has great potential that worldwide it can be sold, that can be great value. Like today we had in morning session where a professor from IIT was showing they have made this heating packs, but their customer is probably soldiers on border or people in travel, so only 1% of population, even that is sufficient for them. If you have suppose 10% of Indian population, that product can be served, it has great market potential. So then IP has much more value. Second is stage of development, that it is at concept stage, you have done some formulations, you have done some testing, or prototype is ready, you have done lab testing also, or you have done clinical testing also. So as you move ahead, value of IP will be more. Just I have patent, but it is at concept level, I have not done much testing, then value is much less. If you have a proven result, value is much higher, because we know that this IP will work. A third is scope and strength of patent. Now this is a very subjective term, that how strong your patent is. It depends on how well it is written. So how much effort your lawyer, attorney has put in drafting a patent and checking it. If claims are very well defined, patent is strong. If it is loosely defined in normal language, or a professor has given an attempt to do that, it may not have that good strength. Okay, it is like if you are having an idea and solving a problem, if same problem can be solved by 10 other ways, your patent has no value. It is just a showpiece on wall. If you are solving a critical problem no one else can solve, then it has a great value. Fourth is competitive landscape, that how many competitors are there. Like if I want to make, say, paracetamol or even triphala churna, there are at least thousands of people making it in market. There is no point doing that. So though I have patent on something, the final product, how many competitors are there, that makes big difference. And last is remaining life of IP. If at all I have a patent, but patent has limited life of 20 years, subjected to renewal every year. So if I get a patent and I don't pay renewal fee next year, my patent will lapse, my rights are gone. So am I paying it regularly? Is it live? And second, how much remaining life? How much more years it can be used? If it is 5 years of completed life, there are 15 more years it can be used, has more value. If I already completed 17, 18 years, only last 2 years are remaining, patent has much less value. So that's how the commercial value of IP can be decided once you can clarify on the first part of that I shared on earlier slide, that, what are commercialization points in how you can commercialize. Once you decide that, you can look at what is the value of that. Now the last slide, which I was, that landmines in IP. Though we are saying that everyone should have IP, you should have more patents, you have trademark, you should have copyrights, everything you can have, but there are some landmines there. Okay, and landmines can explode anytime if you put at wrong place, and can get you in jail also. I have put people in jail. Okay, I have put bulldozers on their shops, so I know. If that much business stake is there, obviously. So first landmine is quality of document. If your patent is not well written, it has no value. Then anybody can circumvent your patent. Anybody can copy your technology, making some minor modification, and say that my idea is different than your idea. So your patent becomes a showpiece on wall. So that's what I was in earlier slide also explaining. Quality matters, so you should take professional services or use professional tools for that. Second is IP rights of others. So many times we have to check what is prior art, or if I have clearance to use this IP. So prior art means how many patents someone previously has done, or if my idea is already, someone has exact same idea, similar idea, or coming slightly close to this, that becomes prior art, any earlier publication. Then very critical concept is freedom to operate. That you may find that there may be patent, exact same patent by someone, but patent is filed in US, not in India. Can I use it? Yes, you can use it. Can I patent it? No, you cannot patent it. Because prior art exists. You have freedom to use, but as you can use, 10 other people can use it. That is the difference. Same way, if you are entering in other country, if you are trying to sell your product in other country, you have to check if there are patents in that country. You may have, it may be clear in India, but it may not be clear in US. There may be someone's patent in US, so you don't have freedom there. Next is infringement. Infringement means outright copy. Either someone copies your product and infringes your patent, or you develop something, you try to market it without checking if any other organization, any company has patent on it. Then you may, there is large chances that you may end up infringing someone else's patent. So once you are developing something new, checking this and getting clearance is more important. So no one cares if you are infringing if there is no large business stake. Okay, unless you start chewing their business, no one will do anything. Once you start taking bite from someone's business, they will come after you for infringement. Yeah. So you have to understand business impact. What is business impact for your competitor and what is business impact for you. And last is litigation. If there is a big business impact, IP litigation will come. It is like property. Okay, so all whatever is applicable to property is applicable over here. There can be inheritance, there can be property sharing, there will be litigations related to who owns this or how much share, what is the valuation, who should own it after someone has transferred it. So all kind of things come up. You should be careful on that. It is not going to be there on day one. It is going to be there only if you start making crores of rupees there. Otherwise, no one will spend money on lawyers just for small benefits. Now here, one very important cautious thing is, though we are discussing on patent, there are very, very few patent litigations. Okay. Majority litigations are either on licensing side, that you said you will license and you did not pay, or you paid wrong amount, or now license terms change. So majority litigations go on that side on patent. Still small amount. Largest litigations are on copyright and trademark. Big difference between patent and copyright trademark is, patent litigation is civil litigation, copyright trademark is criminal case. So if you copy someone's patent, that person has to go to court, fight for 5, 6, 7 years. If you copy someone's trademark, make something very similarly sounding mark for your product, or copy their images, that is copyright infringement, trademark infringement. It is criminal case, immediate arrest. Okay, first get arrested, then get bail, then case continues for years. So it is a very, very explosive landmine. So if you develop a new product, if you are launching something, while giving new name to that, make sure that that name is not used by anyone. Again, patent office has their website for trademarks, you can check there. Else you can take professional help, because this is very serious matter there. If you are making any advertisement, slogans, make sure that no one else is using that slogan or very similar slogan. Because many people try to make some minor modification and try to use popular slogan that amounts to copyright infringement, trademark infringements. And as I told, these are criminal actions. So I don't want any doctor getting abused for this kind of actions. So better be aware. Obviously AI helps everywhere, but it is human intelligence which is finally going to triumph, because AI is assistant, human intelligence works there, and if you take care of these landmines, you will have very, very good IP in your name. You can commercialize that and take benefit of that. So this is not to scare you, this is to make you aware, avoid this. you will reap benefits out of any intellectual property.